Driving is great, but sometimes surprises happen. One common surprise is a flat tire. Don't worry, changing a tire is easier than you think. By learning this important skill, you can get back on the road quickly. You won't have to wait for roadside assistance. Plus, knowing how to change a tire gives you confidence. You'll be prepared for anything. Let's get started and learn how to change that tire like a pro. Before you begin, you'll need a few essential tools. Most cars come with these tools. You can find them in your trunk or under the floor mat. First, you'll need a jack. The jack is used to lift your car off the ground. Next, you'll need a lug wrench. This wrench loosens the lug nuts that hold your tire in place. Your car should also have a spare tire. The spare tire is a temporary tire used to replace your flat. Safety is always the top priority when changing a tire. Before you even think about getting out of your car, you need to ensure that you are in a safe location. This is crucial not only for your safety but also for the safety of other drivers on the road. Find a level, straight stretch of road away from traffic. Ideally, you want to be on a flat surface to prevent your car from rolling. A quiet street or a parking lot can be a good option. Avoid busy roads where cars are zooming by at high speeds. The less traffic, the safer you will be. If you're on a highway, pull off the road as far as possible. Highways can be particularly dangerous due to the high speed of passing vehicles. Try to find a wide shoulder or an emergency lane. The further you are from the moving traffic, the better. Always be aware of your surroundings and make sure you are visible to other drivers. Turn on your hazard lights to alert other drivers. This is a critical step to ensure that other drivers can see you from a distance. Hazard lights signal that your car is stationary and that other drivers should proceed with caution. If you have reflective triangles or flares, place them behind your car to increase visibility, especially at night or in poor weather conditions. Never attempt to change a tire on a steep hill or curve. These locations are inherently dangerous because they limit visibility and increase the risk of your car rolling. If you find yourself in such a situation, it's better to drive slowly to a safer location, even if it means damaging your tire further. Your safety is more important than the condition of your tire. The car could roll and cause an accident. A rolling car can lead to severe accidents, not just for you but for other road users as well. Always use wheel chocks or large rocks to block the wheels if you are on a slight incline. This will help keep your car stationary while you work on changing the tire. Once you've found a safe spot, put your car in park if you have an automatic transmission or in first or reverse gear if you have a manual transmission. This ensures that your car remains stationary while you change the tire. Additionally, engage the parking brake to add an extra layer of security. Double-check that your car is stable before you start the tire changing process. Safety should always be your first concern. Before you get started, gather all of your tools and supplies. This includes your jack, lug wrench, and spare tire. Make sure you know where these items are located in your car. It's a good idea to familiarize yourself with them before you actually need them. Once you have your tools, place them near the flat tire. This will make them easily accessible during the tire change process. Section 5. Engaging the parking brake and chocking your tires. With your car in park or in gear, engage the parking brake firmly. This will add an extra layer of security and prevent the car from rolling. Now find the wheel chocks. These are usually bright yellow or orange, and might be located with your spare tire. Place a wheel chock behind the tire opposite the flat tire. This will prevent the car from rolling while it's lifted. Section 6. Locating and loosening the lug nuts. Look closely at your flat tire. You'll see 4 or 5 lug nuts holding it in place. Using your lug wrench, turn each lug nut counterclockwise. Don't remove them completely at this point, just loosen them. You might need to use some force. It's helpful to step on the lug wrench for extra leverage. Remember, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. This rhyme can help you remember which way to turn the lug nuts. Section 7. Jacking up your vehicle safely. Now it's time to use the jack to lift your car. Consult your owner's manual to find the designated jacking point for your car. This is usually a reinforced metal part of the frame near the flat tire. Positioning the jack incorrectly could damage your car. Once the jack is properly positioned, slowly crank the jack handle clockwise to raise the car. Lift the car high enough for the flat tire to clear the ground. Section 8. Removing the flat tire and mounting the spare. This is a crucial skill for any driver, ensuring you can handle unexpected flat tires and get back on the road safely. Now that your car is safely lifted, you can fully remove the lug nuts. Make sure you have your lug wrench handy. This tool is essential for loosening and removing the lug nuts that secure your tire to the wheel hub. Turn them counterclockwise until they come off. It might take some effort, especially if they were tightened with a lot of force. If you find it difficult, try using your body weight to help turn the wrench. Keep the lug nuts together in a safe place. You don't want to lose any of them, as they are crucial for securing the spare tire. A small container or even a pocket can work well for this purpose. Carefully remove the flat tire from the wheel hub and set it aside. Be mindful of your back and lift with your legs to avoid injury. The tire might be heavier than you expect. You might need to wiggle the tire a bit to break it free. Sometimes the tire can get stuck due to rust or debris. A gentle back and forth motion can help loosen it. Lift the spare tire and align it with the wheel hub. Make sure the tire is facing the correct direction. Most spare tires have a label indicating which side should face out. Line up the holes in the spare tire with the studs on the hub. This step is crucial for ensuring the tire is properly mounted. Take your time to get it right. Push the spare tire onto the hub. You should feel it slide into place. If it doesn't, double-check the alignment of the holes and studs. Once it's in place, hand tighten the lug nuts in a star pattern. This ensures even pressure on the tire and helps it seat properly on the hub. Start with one lug nut, then move to the one directly across from it, and continue this pattern. Don't fully tighten them yet. This step is just to hold the tire in place. You'll need to lower the car slightly before you can fully tighten the lug nuts to the proper torque specification. Section 9. Lowering the vehicle and tightening the lug nuts. With the spare tire in place, it's time to lower the car. This step is crucial because it ensures that the vehicle is stable and the tire is properly seated. Make sure the spare tire is aligned correctly with the wheel bolts before you start lowering the car. This will prevent any misalignment issues that could cause problems later on. Use the jack handle to slowly lower the car to the ground. It's important to do this gradually to avoid any sudden movements that could destabilize the vehicle. As you lower the car, keep an eye on the spare tire to ensure it remains properly aligned with the wheel hub. This careful approach will help you avoid any potential damage to the tire or the vehicle. Once the tire is touching the ground, use the lug wrench to fully tighten the lug nuts. This step is essential for securing the tire in place. Start by tightening the lug nuts by hand to ensure they are threaded correctly. Then use the lug wrench to tighten them further. Make sure to apply even pressure to each lug nut to avoid any imbalance. Again, tighten them in a star pattern to ensure the wheel is balanced. This pattern helps distribute the pressure evenly across the wheel, preventing any warping or misalignment. Start with one lug nut, then move to the one directly opposite it, and continue this pattern until all the lug nuts are tightened. This method ensures that the wheel is securely attached to the vehicle. After tightening the lug nuts, lower the car completely. Make sure the car is on a flat, stable surface before you remove the jack. Lowering the car completely ensures that the full weight of the vehicle is on the tire, which helps in securing it properly. Double-check the lug nuts once the car is fully lowered to ensure they are still tight. Remove the jack and put it back in your trunk, along with the flat tire. It's important to store your tools properly so they are easily accessible the next time you need them. Place the flat tire in your trunk as well, and make sure it is secured to prevent it from moving around while you drive. Keeping your trunk organized will make future tire changes quicker and easier. Congratulations! You've successfully changed a flat tire. This is a valuable skill that can save you time and money. Knowing how to change a tire yourself means you won't have to wait for roadside assistance, and you can get back on the road more quickly. Give yourself a pat on the back for a job well done. Remember to drive carefully on the spare tire and get your flat tire repaired or replaced as soon as possible. Spare tires are usually not designed for long-term use and may have limitations in terms of speed and distance. Check your vehicle's manual for specific guidelines on driving with a spare tire. It's always best to get your flat tire fixed or replaced at the earliest opportunity to ensure your vehicle is safe and roadworthy.